Yes, I got it.
All right. So we're live, not exactly live, but we will be. We are on Zoom, but yes, it will be live on our group, Create Your Influence on social media. And this is an interview with, let me introduce you, LaToya. LaToya, is that your name? Oh, that's
Yes,
cute, actually. So
thank you.
I'm
I've never liked
Bea.
it. I've never liked it, but a lot of people like it now that I'm older. So I'm like, all right, well, maybe I'll use LaToya. Okay.
That is something we can talk about because I have an experience too with name. So anyway, yeah, my name is Bea. I'm hosting an interview with LaToya to introduce herself, to create her influence on social media. And
Yes.
so we can begin. I just want to begin. I just want to ask, like, you can tell about yourself and, who are you? Introduce yourself to the world of social media.
Yes, thank you. I will. I'm actually LaToya Andrea Spencer. I do go by the name Toya the author. Um, I'm a mom of four biologically, three bonus. I'm a fiance, I'm a daughter, I'm a friend, this, that, 100,000 things. And at some point, I wasn't enough for me. So I just decided to like pull away from everybody. I'm a Virgo. So I go on my little hermit phases and I get away from everybody and I get mad at everybody. I get mad at God. I get mad at every single. And then I come with these brilliant ideas of how to heal myself. And at one point, my dad passed in 2015, and I also left my previous relationship at the same time. Like I
Mm-hmm.
for divorce, and I had to bury my father. So it all came down bullying to me. Like, okay, you're helping everybody. You're a thousand hats. What are you doing? So, so I slowed myself down and I started writing and I started writing and I published Petals of Truth 2018. And when I published that, someone that I gave the book to, or a couple of people have referred to it like as like a guidance or a holy Bible. And it was funny because at that time I was so mad at God. I didn't want to read the Bible no more. I didn't want to read the Quran. I don't want to read no hymn. I don't want to read anything about
Mm-hmm.
God. But the book just escalated and it helped and it really healed. And in turn of that, I just took it and felt like I need to make it bigger. So that there's the
Wow.
ministry. And I know that I've had women older than me. I have women older than me now in my life that, will come to me and tell me how much strength I've given them, this woman seeing me. So with that being said, I had to add women's ministry in and I had to kind of like figure out different ways and different audiences to connect to. You can't always just connect to just women of my own age because women that are older than me go through the same things that we go through, so they need the same help. So that's pretty much what I kind of like have been focusing on social media right now, just getting the
Who
women's
talks about
ministry.
old?
Me.
I don't. We're young.
Yes, I do. See, I do, and I don't talk about old. Like I will say I will say certain things like, "Oh, I'm getting up there, man. I'm getting old. I'm getting old." But I say to like old and wise. That's how I be meaning. I don't be
Wow.
meaning.
Yeah. Yeah. Old and wise
Don't
is
call
better.
me old.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm 37 years old and I know I don't look like it. So don't call me old.
Yeah. Nobody
Don't
wants
call
to.
me old.
But you
No.
you actually have the personality of you don't look old, you don't act old. So how
Yes.
could someone call you old? That's I don't
Yes.
think.
What happens, I think it's on a bad day. Like on a bad, if you catch me on a bad day now and my body's aching, you won't see the old. But
Well,
mostly I just, I try to heal myself, therapeutically, use a holistic lifestyle. I live a holistic lifestyle. So that probably has a lot to do with why I don't look how old I am. I try not to, I do snack or whatever. I'm not perfect, but I feel like the products and things that I put in my body, I use total life changes. I use herbal teas.
oh,
Um, I pray with
yes,
crystals. I made my own anointing oil. I use sage. So I'm very,
me too.
very, yes, yes. I'm
Yeah,
very,
I
very,
mean, I totally agree with you when it comes to our health. Being doing some like more natural stuff is better because
yes,
it doesn't impact our body so much, and it
yes,
heals. I would say it heals naturally because it's healed slowly. Well, I would not say that I don't want to get like for medicine, I mean, it's good, but I guess
yeah. It's like yeah,
we just need
it's like
to like hear, listen to our body, and then
right,
to figure out something. Hey, this might work for me better than, make a decision whether which one should be used for our body because it's our body, it's our body. Nobody's body is yours.
right,
We make decision for our
right.
body. So yeah. And so, uh, I was just thinking when you talk about, I didn't know you have a book, but I was
Yes,
just
I have a
thinking like,
self-published
if,
book.
yeah, if you
I
have a
actually have it.
book,
I have a copy. Let me get it for you.
okay.
Let me get it for you.
Wow, she has a book. And
Yes.
I was just like,
All
oh
right.
my goodness, she's
Oh,
an
I'm knocking myself
author.
over. Gracious. Yes.
She's an
Yes.
author.
I am. Yes. Yes. Let me get a jar. Sorry. Not the
Okay.
jar, but I want you guys to be able to see my jars and I knocked it over. All
So
right.
do you
Yes.
plan to
Here we go.
use your book as your part of your, are you going to be doing coaching or are you going to be
Yes.
doing,
So the
okay.
book is So the book is pretty much like my I like I said, I guess well, yeah, I guess like the girl told me it's like a Bible. But the crazy thing is when I got mad at God,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really stop reading the Bible, but you know how you get so mad, you're like, I don't want to read it. I don't want to remember it. I want to think it. And that's how I was. So, but even though I felt like that, I guess I'm just so spiritually connected with the divine that I still had my own things that were still sitting in me. And I guess I don't really read, I've never really sat and read it after I wrote it. But like every now and then I'll read it and I will get, okay, I can see why someone would say, this is a guide, this is a Bible. I can see, like, if I read certain things back to myself, I'm like, wow, I remember when I said that. Oh my God, I made it through that. Like, and so I do think that I'm going to use this more so to guide because it's the name of the ministry and everything is based off of it. So I think I am going to lead more in my ministry with this.
Okay. So what was the title of your book? I can't
It,
hardly see
it
myself.
is, I know,
There you
right?
go.
Petals
Petals
of
of
truth.
Truth.
Yes,
Wow.
petals of truth. Yes.
I
Yes,
love that
petals of
title.
truth. Thank you. I don't even know where I came up. I swear to goodness. People always ask me, and I'm like, I have no idea. I literally just was like, well, I'm telling the truth in this book. I know I am. Truth is in it. And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, I don't want to just name it truth. And I'm like, I really like, and I wandered off in my head and I was like, I really like flowers. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Petals of truth. There we go. There we go.
Yeah,
Got it.
actually, when we tell the truth, sometimes we don't really remember it because you tend to be in the truth, the moment of truth, that time that
Yes.
you are you. And so you
Yes.
just speak up what you have in mind. And then over time, we're like, why did I say that?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what happened a lot of times when I look back, I'm like, oh, why did I even put that in there? But then someone else will hear it or read it and they'll be like, I'm glad you, and I'm like, oh, okay.
So yeah, Yeah, I mean, your experience is different from anybody else. So that's actually your experience is kind of a value to others because they have
Mhm.
not experienced that. So that's where you give value to when you share the book. So that's
Right,
good. That's good.
right. And I think at one point I got so tired of talking about the bad stuff in it because the book includes poetry, motivational quotes, and then some real life experiences that I've gone through. And I put the real life experiences at the end on purpose for myself because I didn't want to keep looking at them or reading them. But now I feel like I kind of shut myself down with sharing the book because I didn't feel like dealing with that part of the book. And that's really the part that I'm still healing and dealing with right now. And that's why I said it's time for this book to come back. It's time for me to bring the book back out because I saw in myself recently that there's still things in this book that really bother me. And if they're still bothering me and I'm not healed as a woman, I know it's other women that are still going through the same thing that I'm going through.
Mhm. So
So it's
do you have like a favorite part of the book that you can share with us?
um I do. I do. I just actually read it the other day.
Just
And
one
I,
paragraph, like to
yes,
read
here it
that
is.
part, to
Yes,
kind
here it
of get people to
is.
hear what they
Yes,
can
yes,
expect
yes,
in that book.
yes. Well, one of my favorite ones that I actually have shared a lot, and I do
Hmm.
believe I actually shared in another interview actually, which is funny. It's Petal 78, and it's entitled Beauty. The beauty of this life is you can grow. Every time you fall, you're able to get up and try again. The beauty of this life is going to show you love. It will take you to places you did not expect to be. The beauty of this life is going to show you pain. You can have, you can endure it. You can, excuse me, guys. You have to
Hmm.
endure it. The beauty of this life is truly a blessing. Embrace your beauty within your mind, the beauty of this life. That is
Wow.
beauty.
Yes, that is beauty. There is beauty everywhere
Cute.
surrounding
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just have to look deeper because
Yes.
sometimes we're so used the surroundings that we tend to just ignore it. And I'm guilty
Mm-hmm.
with that too. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we just have to really look deeply and pay attention. There's
Yeah.
beauty everywhere, and
Yeah.
that's a good read.
Thank
And
you. I
yeah,
actually I actually wrote a lot of this stuff. Like I said, I'm 37, so I've been writing like a long time. So that actually I wrote about 13 years ago before I had my youngest daughter. So I actually just kept all the stuff just randomly around the house and I just started
mm.
finding it. So
So
yeah.
are you planning to write another book or?
I am. I'm actually in the midst of kind of two in one right now. And I'm trying to
Oh
like
wow.
yeah, I'm trying to like not give every too much away because they're both really good and I don't know how I want to move them both and I don't want everybody to get all excited and say, "Oh, do this one." So, I
Hmm.
have two though. I do have a journal that I'm going to
So
pretty much like this, but a journal version of it, I guess you can say, because I feel like you really need to write what you want. You need to write
right.
what you seek. You need to write what you're feeling. I feel like I really feel like people need to write more. Like writing is so, and I think I'm so passionate about it. So
Hmm.
I really want to make some kind of journal for you guys to use. But I also have decided to start using my own journals and sharing it with you guys. I have a podcast that
Oh,
I
you
have been
do.
I do, but I have not been doing a lot with it because I've been going through my own stuff. But I'm back now. So I think that I'm gonna use like my journal entries as a go front for the podcast. And I think that I may make that into a book for you guys. Let you guys have
Okay.
my journal. So
So, do you have like a website or link that you can share so people will
Yes,
know how to get a hold of
yes,
you? Or, oh, wait, hold on a
yes,
second. Before that, let's kind of, you know, talk about who are who are the people who you can help or that needs to reach out to you, or
yes,
people that will be impacted by this book. Who will be these people?
yes. Well, so my target, like I said in the beginning, my target was my age group of young women because I felt like, oh my God, no one understood us. But as I've grown, I now see that it's women of all different ages, all different races, all different cultures, everything. So I'm here for the women. I'm not gonna lie, I'm here for the women.
Okay.
But in the midst of me starting to do this ministry, I have had guys of different races and ages that
Mhm.
clicked on to something that I like to. So for the moment, primarily, I'm doing just women's ministry and I'm targeting any women. I don't really care, like age doesn't matter, any religion, none of that matters. We are a spiritual ministry.
Mhm.
Yes, we're Christian based, but I don't really, oh no, you have to, I don't do all that.
Yeah.
I'm here for the people, I'm here for the spirit. I know I'm for certain people. So, certain women that connect to my spirit, I'm here for you. Domestic violence, miscarriage survivors, um, moms, not moms, doesn't matter to me. I do have resources available for people. We have clothing drives that we're about to start doing. I have the meditation jars and manifestation jars and boxes and things like that. Care packages available. If anyone needs anything, we do care packages. We have like just anything available for anybody. I'm here for
Wow.
everybody, but I am more so for women.
Okay. So, tell tell us, where can we find your book? Is it on
Yes.
Amazon?
It is on Amazon. It is available on Amazon, but it's also available on my personal website, which is pedalsoftruth.com.
Okay.
So it can be
Yeah.
found there.
If you can post, yeah, I will ask you the details of your website so we can post it as well so people can
Sure.
see you. And
Yes.
so, what one, let's say, what three advice you would kind of, share to women that that you talk about, that you want to connect, or every woman that maybe would help them in just simple living the life of truth.
Um,
We talk about truth, okay, living the
yes,
life of,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
three
I
things.
definitely, I definitely would say one thing is to be honest with yourself first at all times, no
Mhm.
matter what. That is something that I'm struggling with. What's crazy is a lot of things that I coach on, or I might give advice on, or post on. A lot of things, it might seem like I'm strong and like I've got it together, but the majority of stuff I'm talking to myself. Y'all just here in a room with me,
Mhm.
but I'm really talking to myself. Okay, so I would definitely say that being truthful to yourself and being yourself, your authentic self, it will. I see now that being myself, I am not prepared correctly. I have stuff falling. I've knocked over my other camera. I'm not, and I don't even care. I haven't stopped, and so I, I don't care. You have to be true to
Yeah,
yourself. Because if you aren't being true to yourself, you really
yeah,
can't be your best woman. You're not being the
yep,
best woman you can be. So you need to be true to yourself.
yeah, it's
Um,
important. Yeah.
yes. So that would be one thing. Secondly, would definitely be to love, but love not with boundaries. I wouldn't say really love with boundaries, but love, but don't be naive in love. And
Mhm.
that's with anybody. That's not in a relationship. That's a friend. That's a parent. That's a child. Don't be so naive. Don't love someone so naively that you forget they're lying, like, or they're
Right.
mistreating me, or they're not, you know what I mean? Like, yes, I love my kids unconditionally, but I've gotten to the point with these kids where I have already told them I am not dealing with the bull crap no more. Okay, I will let you fall if you don't want to listen to me. I'm not going to.
Yes,
I love you
that's good.
unconditionally. Right, because you can't love so much that
Right.
I watched my grandmother. I love her. Love her, love her, love her. But I watched her and she will even tell me, she told me this advice to pass on. She told me, you can't love so hard that you're not paying attention to how people are treating you and you just letting it go. No.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So that would be two. Be true to yourself. Love, but don't love blindly. They will not. It's not going to end well for you, no matter who it is. Loving blindly does not go well.
I was
And
gonna say that love is blind. So
yeah,
maybe you need
it is.
to be open your eyes now and not be
Yes, you
blinded.
do. You really, really do. Because, like I said, my kids, my oldest is 17 now, and now I'm looking up like, oh, I let you get away with a lot of stuff. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Like, I love you, but I'm not doing this with you anymore. So, and thirdly, I guess, thirdly would just be to never give up on God, the divine, whatever you want to call him, Allah, whatever your higher power is,
Mhm.
never give up on God. Because had I given up on God, I would not be sitting here right now, because I have definitely, and I'm not going to sit here and say I don't have my days, because I just had my days. Like, I've had days recently. I'm actually a miscarriage survivor, and it really bothers me that I'm like, you're taking babies from me, but you want me to keep giving people the word. I gotta keep getting on here being nice and telling people praise God and let's go to spiritual ministry, but you taking babies from me. So I understand. I understand. But you
Mhm.
have to keep that relationship. Even though I had that moment, he knows that I had to have that moment where I'm like, God, you can't be telling me you want me to be this visionary and this minister. And I
Mhm.
got hope. But then I calm down and I'm like, okay, it's for a reason. It's for a reason. Don't give up on your relationship with God. It's very important to keep a relationship with God. Very, 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 very important. Very important,
Right.
especially as women. Especially as women, we go through so much. No matter what
Right.
race you are,
Right.
we go through so much. And if you don't have a relationship with God, you will lose your mind.
Well, we are superheroes.
Yes, yes, yes,
Women are like super women, because
yes.
you just can we can take so much. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you're right. You're exactly on point saying that we have to also think about ourselves, not just kind of, okay, I'm giving you love and that's, I
Yes,
have that. I've been there as well, where I
yeah,
just don't think about myself. I just give, 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 give. And it comes to a point, yeah, it will come to a point when you feel like, okay, this is too much because where am I? I kind of, you lost yourself because
yes,
you're not in the picture. So how can you give someone if you're not there? You have
yeah,
to be there. You have to be uh, loving yourself, and then you can share your love to others. And
yeah,
so when you say don't give up, that's also very special because, like, I know a lot of people like in our group, they they tend to, okay, I get excited, I want to do something, and then over time it just kind of
the spades.
like, wait, where do I begin
Mm-hmm,
again? And
mm-hmm.
yes, so it's important to uh, keep going no matter what. And besides, just remember you're not alone. You have to, all you need to do is reach out to, you know, like us. You can reach out to us, or
Yeah,
you can reach out to people in your group. If you don't have a group, find a group. because that's how you keep going. You know, if you're
Yes.
doing it alone, it's gonna be harder. And so don't give up, and let's start creating your influence on
Hmm.
social media or
Yes.
at
Yes.
home or
Yes.
anywhere in the world. You can do it, you know. So it's important not to give up. Those are three really special points, Latoya. And so for the last few minutes we have, I want you to kind of, you know, just reach out to people, who you like, not exactly who you want to reach out, but just to be reaching out because you want to reach out to them, and,
Yes.
you know, to start creating your influence as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I definitely, like I said, I am here for the women, but I am here for the men. I understand. I do see through the men in my life, that it's hard being a guy too. I understand. So, I want to get to the point where we offer those services to you guys, but I also feel like even though the man is the head of the house, I feel like we are the whole being. We're the whole being of the house.
Mhm.
You're the head. But if you don't have me behind you, you don't even know how to move. If I don't get up in the morning, y'all don't know where breakfast is at. If I don't get up in the morning, y'all don't know where anything is at.
Mhm. That's
So, with that being said, I feel like right now is a time where we need to build up women. I feel like we need to be very strong mentally. We need to be very strong spiritually, emotionally. I meditate. I'm very, very stern on meditation. If I miss a meditation, everyone in the house is going to pay for it. I have to have my meditation. I have to get my crystals. I have to get my anointed oil. I have to spray my area. I have to get my prayer card. I have to set my energy. I have to, because we have to hold it all together. We have to take care of these kids. We have to run these businesses, or we have to go to these jobs, or we have to deal with crazy Zoom meetings that don't want to act right for you.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
deal with
that's
a lot.
a really good point. In fact,
Yes,
I was impressed when I saw your corner. You know, I was like, oh
yes,
wow, she really you know, kind of prepared for this. So
yes,
that's
yes.
important because
I'm very, very serious about my
Mhm.
calling. I do Reiki healing. I'm a Reiki practitioner,
Uh-huh.
and I have a suite that I do it out of, and I'm starting to still put it together. And every time I go there, I change something because I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute, like I'm changing something. Like, and my energy has to be right. Like I said, I'm a Virgo, so I'm very free spirited and go with the flow, but I'm also very much inside myself.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
I need my energy to I need my environment to match my energy. And I feel like if women as women, if our environments are not right, we cannot do what we're supposed to do.
Right.
So
Mhm.
we need to make sure, it's very important to make sure your energy is right. You need to get up and reset your morning. You need to get up, clear your mind, and just be ready to go. And you can't do that if you don't have your energy right and your atmosphere right. It has to be right. It's very important.
So did you create that lights there behind you? Is
The
that a
lights, oh, well,
special lighting?
the lights, I had brought them when I first started the business last year at my old place. And I was just like, they're always just floating around where I initially wanted them at. It didn't work out well. So I just float them around. And every time I do like an event for the business or a party for someone at home, I just hang them up randomly around my house where
That's really that's
I
really
just take this.
creative of you.
My creativity scares me sometimes. I tell you, it scares me.
So to all who will be watching this you know, interview,
Yes.
there you go. LaToya,
Yes.
be creative.
Yes. Yes. Be creative. Yes. Yes. I have
This,
boxes. So you have to be creative. All right. Because prayer is very important to me. So I made a prayer box. I kept all my prayer stuff together.
oh, wow.
Keep my oil, you gotta keep your prayer tin and my sage. You gotta keep everything together.
Wow.
Yes. Create the environment
That's
that you want and it
impressive.
will come to you.
Very
Yes.
impressive. So we
Thank
have
you.
come to an end. So I'm
Okay.
going to uh, stop the recording. All right.